Hi guys, remember to ask the question. There's no such thing as a stupid question or an inappropriate question when it comes time to deal with disabilities. By the way, my name's Alex and this is my channel AJ Mayday Mayday. For any conversational or questions that you find awkward, please hit me up in the comments. Leave me a message on Facebook. It's Alex Henry on Facebook. Um, yeah, ask me those questions. It's better than to ask the stupid question than to remain silent and be a fool. I mean, I had a 4 year old ask me a question. She saw me. I have cerebral palsy, spastic quadriplegic, and I'm fairly mobile. Get in and out of the coin, stuff like that, and whatever. Wash, dress, okay. So this 4 year old one evening, my mother asked me if I wouldn't mind just to keep an eye while they have a quick political party meeting. And I said, okay, fine. I like little kids, and the kids sort of took a shine to me. And we were at the fridge. I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, I showed her something on the calendar, which happened to be pinned to the side of the fridge. And she saw me go into spasm. And in cerebral palsy, you deal, especially with the type, with the, with the, with the, in spasticity, you deal with extensive spasm, which is what I uh, deal with quite often and frequent. Um, So she asked me, and this is from the mouth of a 4 year old, does your body get stuck? And then I thought, wow. And then she's actually got a point. Because when you go into extensive spasm, your body does tend to get stuck in that one stress position, one of my buddies, he says when he drives, now he controls the pedals on his car with his feet. Like a normal driver. It doesn't have adaptations for the pedals, but it's got an adaptation on the steering known as a flat spinner knob, or people in the States would call it a suicide knob. So he says when he gets a spasm, he just flicks on his hazards and lets the car roll. He hardly uses cruise control. But I mean, people want to make the assumption first and assume that the assumption is fact, and that's not right. So ask the stupid question. So uh, it's gonna be how do you cope? How do you people often used to ask people around me instead of asking me how does he cope. I was transferring onto the toilet one day at a family gathering, and now in the older areas the bathroom and toilet are still not one. So the toilet stall is on the one side and the bathroom is the next door. So obviously I can't close the door behind me. So long ago I gave up on having modesty. So I did everything with the door open, transferred onto the toilet, did my thing, tied it up, whatever, whatever. And instead of the person asking me, the person went and asked my cousin, so how does he cope? And my cousin couldn't answer him. My cousin says, he just has to. Now, instead of making your assumptions, why don't you ask me first? Now, I may be sounding anal on this, but it really gets irritating when people think they know but they actually don't. So rather ask before you um, operate under a false assumption, because it can cause a lot of embarrassment and awkwardness, especially especially again when you're in a social gathering and you take a liking to somebody and you have the few friendly encounters and date one and date two and date three. Now you really want to sort of make a move, not necessarily propose marriage, but you want sort of a nice humming relationship. Whatever the criteria of that relationship is, that's your business. But now, as a person, you've done everything right. You've maybe got a car, you've maybe got a job, and it takes you a bit longer to do things. Like everybody says, give me 5 minutes, and you've got to say, give me 10. And but you're still doing something right. You're getting the flowers, you're paying the dinner bill, or at least your share of the dinner bill. There's a regular movie night. There's a supper date. You know she's becoming a fixture of the furniture in the family, or maybe you got to that point. I don't know, that's your business. And then you maybe want to change your relationship status, and then the person tells you, I don't know, I don't want to be burdened. And that can be mean and that can be hurtful. And then you say, you don't want to be burdened, but did you ask? How can I help you? How does that work for you? If you say intimacy and care can meet, so how can it meet? Those are the type of questions you need to ask. I don't know. Maybe this is just me, but I mean, this has always been my journal channel. So yeah, because a simple question, people get irritated with the question. So do you pee in the shower? Why is this important? Because as a quadriplegic, sometimes your bladder does drip while you're washing yourself because you're on what's called a shower commode. You know. So I mean, as disgusting as it sounds, it's also very practical. Because again, if you suffer from extensive spasm, sometimes when you're balancing your urinal and the urge is so great, you can tip yourself over and give yourself a golden shower. So it's my logic here. Rather let everything out on the towels in your shower and down the drain. You can have a handy solution or a jig solution. You know, then then try and force the model of perfect that's always been forced in adapted living or occupational therapy. You know, it's finding that coping mechanism. So partners out there, ask the awkward question. Family members, ask the stupid question. Rather get an answer and you get a lot of knowledge. Somebody said, hey, my daarom it's beer, Tisa. That's just my take on it. Anyway, guys, have a beautiful, lovely day. I'm out.